Hey, Peter Conti here. I want to let you know that the information you've requested will be emailed to you in 10 or 15 minutes. In this quick training, I'm going to show you how to use the Addendum A to make it way easier to get commercial properties. Now, your first question might be, okay, Peter, what is the Addendum A? Well, the Addendum A is an extra page that you can attach to the back of every commercial offer you make. It allows you to make more money, you're going to save a bunch of time, end any procrastination, and end up doing more deals while having a whole lot more fun. If you haven't met me before, I grew up in a family of 7 kids and we didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't go to college. Here I was working as an auto mechanic, and I decided I wanted to do more, be more, live a bigger, better, more meaningful life. And so I got started investing in real estate, which has made a huge difference for me over the years. It's allowed me to set my own hours, travel around the world, and live and play when and where I want to. But most importantly, to spend time with my family. Those are the things that really count in life, and with commercial real estate, you too can make it happen. My mission is to reach out and help you overcome any hurdles you might face in getting going, making money, investing in commercial real estate. Now, Addendum A is going to give you a huge boost because adding this one thing, the Addendum A, totally changed my commercial investing business. The reason was, before using Addendum A, I was excited about commercial real estate. I was willing to do whatever it takes, looking at a ton of properties, talking to contractors, getting repair estimates, a whole whirlwind of activity. But I just wasn't getting any deals. I was frustrated. I was getting discouraged. Finally, I reached out to my mentor and said, hey, just tell me what to do. One of the first things he gave me was the Addendum A. I remember the date he gave it to me. It was March 2nd, 1990. Now, obviously, the version I'm sending you, it's been tweaked and improved over the past 25 years, just like all the forms, contracts, and agreements we use. We modify, improve, and change them over time as we're doing hundreds of deals on our own and with our students all across the country. Now, to make offers on commercial property, the first thing you're going to use is your own state's contract. Now, this state contract, you can get it from any commercial realtor, and the reason we use the state contract is that's what brokers and owners are used to seeing, and we've proven that this gets you better results when you do it correctly. So, the problem with using only the state contract, especially if you're new at this, just like I was back in 1990 when I got started, I wanted to have all my ducks in a row. I was spending all this time trying to figure out, is this really going to be a good deal, before I sent it in? What's going to cost to fix up? What are the true expenses? What are the rents? What's the vacancy? And the problem is, if you move too slow on a great deal, guess what? Someone else is going to get it, and you won't. So the way to solve that is by using the Addendum A. You simply attach this to the back of your regular state contract, and because of the special clauses that I put in there for you, that solves some of the biggest problems with making offers on commercial properties. It gives you the ability to flip deals also. Yet, because of the Addendum A, you still come across as credible. Plus, it gives you anywhere from 30 to as much as 60 days to let the seller know that, yes, this is a deal, I'm definitely going to move ahead. Or, no, it's not a deal, I'm going to pass on this. And the Addendum A is what gives you the power to do that. So, doing it the right way with Addendum A, you can go in and do a quick analysis as step 1. Step 2 is to get the property under contract. Again, using your state contract plus the Addendum A. And then and only then, once you have it under contract, you'll go through the third step, which is your due diligence. That's checking everything you need to do to make sure it's a good property that you want to buy. Make sure that your initial analysis was correct on its valuation, and heck, who knows? If you've got 30 to 60 days, you might even look to find a partner who has the money to fund your deal for you. So that's what the Addendum A will do for you. I found that it saves endless hours of work and frustration because you can make as many offers as you want and then decide later which ones you're going to keep. So the Addendum A, it's on its way to you, and you'll see it in your email in about 10 minutes. But here's a quick warning for you. If you don't have the right paperwork, it could really cause you some problems, especially with commercial real estate. Wouldn't you hate to spend hours putting together a win-win real estate deal only to have it unravel before your eyes? Think of the lost time, lost profits, and headaches that could cost. Without the proper contracts and agreements, you can run into all kinds of situations. And this happens more than people in the real estate industry like to admit. Without the right paperwork, it's way too easy for problems to come up. Like, the once agreeable owner gets talked out of a deal by a know-it-all family member. Or maybe some slick-talking, unethical investor scares the seller out of the deal so they back out. Or where someone sees an opportunity, there's people out there who cut you out of your real estate deal and keep all the profits for themselves. Now, all valid real estate deals require contracts and agreements. And these real estate contracts, forms, and agreements help protect both sides of a deal and create a win-win environment for all parties concerned. Of course, you want to protect yourself, especially when it's so easily avoidable with the right contracts and agreements. Now, an amateur investor might think it's fine to Google real estate contracts, or even worse, copy them from a 10-year-old library book of real estate forms. You, being a person committed to being a professional and wealthy investor, you wouldn't dare let a simple mistake like that balloon into personal liability that could result in thousands in losses. And people do that, just so they can save a few bucks on important legal documents. It's crazy. Now, no judge will care to hear why something wasn't done correctly. What counts is whether you did it right the first time. Having these contracts drawn up by your own attorney can easily run into the tens of thousands of dollars. The reason I know that is that I've spent well over $100,000 over the past 25 years putting all these together. I'm going to guess that your time, energy, and effort are better spent pursuing lucrative real estate deals rather than trying to piece together the right paperwork. That's why I put together over 100 of my best commercial contracts, forms, and agreements for you. These are the exact forms that myself and my team use on all of our commercial deals. They've stood the test of time, and they've stood up when challenged. Even better, they deterred unscrupulous people from even trying anything to take advantage of investors who use these forms in the first place. Dishonest people prefer easy targets. As soon as they see these contracts, they'll know to stay in line and give respect when dealing with you. Now, they're essentially fill in the blank, but no one will ever know you didn't spend thousands having your personal real estate attorney draft them for you. Here's a partial list of the contracts and agreements you'll receive. Now, there's forms for rental applications, purchase agreements, forms to buy property subject to, property management agreement forms, master lease agreements, and a whole lot more. These contracts prepare you to succeed as a professional real estate investor, and not using them can leave you open legally. These forms have sold for as much as $397 in the past. However, because you're here for this special offer, I'm going to practically give these away to you for not $397, not $297, or even $197. You get all of these for only $67. You've seen how useful just one of these forms is, the Addendum A. Now you can get all the other commercial investing contracts as part of this special offer that I put together for you today. By getting these now, you'll save thousands of dollars compared to an attorney. If you wait thinking you'll get them later, it's going to cost you much, much more. Speaking of attorneys, I want to let you know that I'm not an attorney. I don't give legal advice, so while we provide these as templates to use for your own investing, please review any legal documents with your own CPA, attorney, or other counsel to make sure they fit your own situation as part of completing any real estate transaction. To get these now, just click the button below, and you'll instantly create a massive collection of commercial real estate investing forms, contracts, and agreements. If that was all these forms did, they'd be 100% worth it. But there's more. The secret to making money with commercial real estate is by solving problems, like bad tenant problems, for example. This 7-unit property right here, it had one bad tenant in it when I bought it, and that one bad tenant was causing so much trouble that everyone else was ready to move out. Problems like bad tenants are what cause sellers to be motivated, and that's why I got such a great deal on this property. I used 2 of the forms in the 105 essential forms, contracts, and agreements that every commercial investor should have, along with a special script that works like magic every time to get the bad tenant to move out in just 4 days. When I sold the property a few years later, I took home a check for $72,000. Pretty cool, huh? I've used this method to get rid of drug dealers, gang members, and other bad apples, all without hassles or confronting anyone. This works so well that I created a bonus video training for you to show you how to use a form that I call the Friendly Eviction Letter, along with our special resident lease. Just follow the script in the training. You'll be able to quickly get rid of bad tenants without hassles or confrontations and without waiting for weeks or months. This bonus is only available when you get it along with the 105 essential forms, contracts, and agreements that every commercial investor should have. All you do is click the button below. Having your own collection of some of the very best commercial investing forms and agreements is going to do three things for you. Number one, it's going to save you time. No more last-minute searches to find the right paperwork to put a deal together. Number two, it's obviously going to save you thousands in legal fees. Yes, these are templates, and I'm required to say, have them checked over by your own attorney. I also know that many of my clients have used them pretty much right out of the box. Number three, this is really important. Once you have these, you'll find that you're more confident, more prepared, and more committed to going after the life of your dreams because you're making a statement that says, yes, Peter, I am a commercial real estate investor. So that's the 105 essential forms, contracts, and agreements that every commercial investor should have. By getting this now, you'll also receive the bonus video training on how to quickly get rid of bad tenants. And that's not available anywhere else. Click the button below to take advantage of this special offer and instantly create your own massive resource of the 105 essential forms, contracts, and agreements that every commercial investor should have. This special offer is my way of saying welcome to commercial real estate and the Real Estate 101 team. It's going to be a fun ride. By the way, if you ever have a problem with a download or anything, no problem. Just give us a call. I want you to know that our support staff is available during business hours to help you. So go ahead and click the button below to take advantage of this special offer now. Welcome to the Real Estate 101 family, and thanks for trusting me to guide you along your exciting journey.